Hello, class. My name is Jennifer Ramirez, and this is my prezi on learning theories. So, starting with social and contextual. Social learning theory is learning that happens with social interaction, while contextual teaching and learning is content with context. So, this is when students are able to relate the lesson to something familiar. So, as we just learned in problem based learning, they take their previous knowledge and they use it. And you really need social learning theory involved with this one because you meet as a group and you guys work together and you work things out together. So these go these go hand in hand. And social learning theory, I have a behavior chart. So from the behavior chart, you can see there's consequences if you move your clip down. And those who move their clip up are demonstrating they're modeling appropriate behavior. So, behavior charts are a good way for social learning because they see their peers making choices, and through those choices, they're either getting consequences or they're being rewarded with recognition. So, it's observable. So in my class, I want to model myself, I want to model appropriate behavior for my students. I want to give them realistic expectations as well. I believe behavior charts are, um, are a good way of helping describe the consequences and modeling appropriate behaviors in a class. And ultimately, my goal is to teach these kids lessons for life. And I hope that by the end of the class, they can connect what they have learned and apply it to life. Constructivism. This is where students learn from their own experiences. They construct their own knowledge. Here I have a picture, and this was 18 universities came together, and they all constructed their own skyscrapers. And with their own knowledge, these are all homemade. And all they were allowed to use was a certain type of wood and dampers to help absorb some of the shake. It was a shaker table right here, and it simulated three of like the biggest earthquakes that are recorded in history. And so this was really fun. As you can see over the expression on everyone's face, it's really exciting. They get to take their own knowledge and apply it. So in my classroom, I'd love to incorporate small group projects. Like how obviously we wouldn't build a skyscraper, but maybe a bridge. Remember when in middle school it was, you construct a bridge out of like popsicle sticks, and you see how much weight the bridge can hold. This lets students use their knowledge, and it's a great experience for them. And they get to test their theories, they construct it, see, and it's trial and error. It's a great hands on way of learning. Next is behaviorism. So, our behavior is molded through reinforcements, and our reinforcements can be positive or negative. They're observable. So, John Locke said how we start with a blank slate, and they believe that in behaviorism. For like a clean slate. So, for my example, for in a classroom, you would see reward boxes. Lots of teachers have these. And these help shape student behavior. They're reinforcements. They get rewards if they're good. And if they're not good, there sure are punishments, like note home or, um, I don't know, 15 minutes after, 5 minutes after school or other things. So in my class, I'd like to shape student behavior with positive reinforcement, like a reward box. However, I know there must be consequences too. So a clear set of guidelines will be given and posted so my students can know what is expected of them. Next, we have connectivism. It's when information is continually acquired and decisions are based on changing foundations. Connectivism addresses the challenges and it uses outside resources. Let's see. I have this picture up because connectivism is known for the learning theory for the digital age. Um, if I were to tell you to look up the definition right now of a word, would anyone pull out a dictionary out of their backpack? Very highly unlikely. Maybe 15 years ago, but now, no. 15? No, even probably, yeah, 15, maybe before that. Oh man. But nowadays, no. You're going to pull out a tablet or your phone, most likely, and you're going to Google, the definition of that word, dictionary.com. So nowadays, the internet helps us connect in so many ways. So in my classroom, there's no escaping the internet. So I want my students to use their knowledge and apply different processes to demonstrate their use. I mean, all I have to say is Web 2.0. It's a great feature, and I believe we need to utilize this in the classroom. Experientialism. This is where students, make discoveries firsthand. Let's see. In my picture right here, it's a field trip to the zoo. So kids are seeing. They've heard of a turtle, but now they're seeing, oh wow, wow, this shell is hard. Or, oh, look at, they could pop their head inside their shell and hide. And look how slow they are. So this is a great way for students to actually see and touch and smell in some cases what they're learning about. It's really hands-on. So in my classroom, I love the idea of using simulations or instructional scenarios and of course field trips. They're always fun and it's a great hands-on way of learning. Cognitism. Uh, Cognitism is building on prior knowledge, our inner mental activities, how information is received, organized, stored, and retrieved. So for this picture, you would see a breakdown of how to wash your hands. So it's not just saying wash your hands. It's a breakdown. Here, this is what you need to do, the steps. It's organized, it's structured. And so remembering it, you probably don't realize it, but this what you're thinking, okay, I need to wet my hands, I need to soap, I need to lather, I need to rinse. These are the steps. So in my class, the way I could use cognitism is I would do like a little pop quiz before the class, and not as in a grading manner, but more not in a formative assessment, but more as observational. Like, okay, I want to see where they're at in the classroom. And so I know where I need to bring them, where I can start, the grounds I can touch to be safe on. And that's it for my learning theories, Praisey. Thank you.